Hello again, we're back. This is video 2 of Training Manual Review. Video 2, Training Manual Review. Where we left off was working as a team and priority of functions. What this means is, when working with your fellow co-workers, it is important to work together so customers get the best service. Customer satisfaction and happiness are the most important things. It is important to remember that everything discussed through the training manual is important, but even more important is the priority or the order of when things are to be performed. Remember, the most important thing always gets the first priority, but priorities change. So if we're not busy, the priority may be filling creamers, brewing coffee, wiping tables. When we're busy, the first priority changes back to serving the customer and making drinks. Remember, if there are customers waiting for anything, you are not to be doing anything else, such as talking to fellow co-workers, stalking, or any other side work activity until all customer orders have been completed. Even if your part of the process is complete, your focus should remain on the customer until they sit down or leave. Once all customers have been helped and received their complete and accurate order, other important activities should be performed, such as checking coffee, cleaning, organizing, and stocking. So what this means is, once your part of the process is complete, that means if you're a cashier and you've taken everyone's order and there's no one in line, just because that part of the process is complete, that doesn't mean that we can lose our focus, because now the barista is working on drinks. So some of these same people have moved down waiting for orders, waiting for their lattes, their breakfast items, their beverages. So now we have to work together to ensure that we can get the drinks out in a quick manner. We may have taken their order quickly and got them out of line quickly, but now we have to focus on getting their order in their hands accurately and quickly so they can get on their way. These people are usually always in a hurry. They're on their way to work, they're dropping kids off, they're doing something, they haven't come to sit down and relax. They're on their way, and they get irritated if it takes longer than normal to get their drinks or get their beverages and get their food items. It leaves them dissatisfied. So we want to keep them completely satisfied by showing not only can we get you out of line quickly, we can get the product in your hand quickly in a friendly, calm, civilized, organized manner. And that's what we're talking about now. So once there's no one in line, then we're ensuring that sandwiches that need to be heated are properly in line to be heated on the oven, are being passed out to the correct person. We're going over to the barista station and we're helping the barista make drinks by filling milk for him or them or her, by making the next drink, by pouring soys, measuring things out, making sure that he has enough clean pitchers so he's not being stalled, or even the sure fact of being there to answer questions when customers come up and try to disturb the barista by asking them where this certain sugar is, or if they could, get an extra cup. So the focus is on making the drinks. First, the focus is on getting them through the line in a friendly way, getting their pastries, and then making the drinks, making the food items. Okay, so once your part of the process is done, if there's nothing to be done on that part of the process, then you need to shift your attention over and see where you can be helpful in another process. Maybe you can make a smoothie for the barista while they're making the hot beverages. It's very helpful for someone to come over and make the smoothies or blended beverages in the different station. Okay, so again, work together, working as a team, and priority of functions. So following is a list of functions in the order of their importance. This should be a tool to assist you in knowing where your focus should be at any given time. If customers are waiting in line, this always is the first priority, and customers waiting in line should always be helped before anything else. Customers waiting for their beverages or food item. If there's no one waiting in line to place an order, then the next priority are customers waiting for their beverage. Your focus should be on helping the barista, if needed, to quickly get every drink and food item to the customer, while staying calm and friendly with a smile on your face. You may assist the barista by filling milk pitchers, or starting soy beverages or chai, or checking chocolate levels, refilling if needed, checking syrup levels, preparing cups. There's a whole host of things. The idea is to stay in focus with it, because they may not have time to grab your attention and say, hey, could you please do this? This would really help. You need to shift your attention over immediately and see where you can be helpful, and maybe listen to the instructions of the barista. He may ask you, hey, could you pour me a iced tea, or could you give me a cup of ice? Could you measure out a medium milk for me? Okay, these all make the process go much quicker. Okay, all right. So then once everyone has got their order taken, has received their beverage and received their food, then do we focus again on tables, filling creamers, making sure the coffee's brewed so we don't run out, making sure the pastry case is organized and stocked, and all the trays are pushed forward so it looks good from the customer looking into the pastry case, checking for fingerprints, sweeping up crumbs under tables, tucking in chairs inside and out, checking for litter and stray plates left outside and cups left outside. Okay, these can all be done after people leave and have got their order. Remember, when you do your side work, you have to communicate with others in your team so that the register doesn't go abandoned. Sometimes everyone gets involved doing different side work all at once, and no one remembers to stay up front, so when the next customer comes in, there'll be someone waiting for them at the register. Alright, so it's simply as, hey, I'm gonna go check the creamers, can you watch the register? Or I'll watch the register, can someone go check the tables and chairs? Just simply communicating and working together goes a long way. Okay, this discussion deals with what to do if there's an upset customer. Okay, so in the event a customer is upset for any reason, this is what you should do. Remember that the customers are the number one priority. Even if they are wrong and you are right, this means that you have the authority to keep the customer happy, even if it means refunding or giving them a complimentary meal. It is better to lose one sale than to lose hundreds of sales if the upset customer never returns. So, someone's upset for any reason, you want to simply remake their order. Ask them what you would like them to do, and do what they ask you. If they say, I want my money back, sure, no problem. Okay, we'll give her your money back, and we'll even give you a new drink for free. Okay, we'll make his drink again, or her drink, or make their food item if they allow us to, and give them that for free and refund their money in the extreme case. But usually someone will just say, oh, there's too much foam on my latte. and you'll say, oh, I'm sorry, let me fix it for you, and problem is solved. Okay? Immediately, without hesitation, offer to fix the problem. Do not wait for the customer to ask. Do not attempt to argue or explain why it happened or give excuse. In the mind of the customer, this will be interpreted as arguing. Arguing with customers is very bad customer service, even if the customer is wrong. So never argue. Don't try to explain, because it just makes you look like you're arguing. That's what that means. Just immediately offer to fix the problem by remaking the food or drink, or giving them back the money for the purchase and allowing them to keep the food. If the problem is so great and you feel it is fair for the customer, give them their money back, make them a new food items. So we discussed that. That's in an extreme case, or you think we really botched up, we made a real bad mistake, it was completely our fault for whatever reason, which shouldn't happen too often if everyone's doing their job properly. But the point is, you have the authority to keep the customer happy. If it means giving something away, it's fine. Make a note of it, put it in the register, explain briefly what happened and how you resolved it, and put the note in the register, and there's will be no ramifications for that. No one's going to get in trouble for trying to keep a customer happy. Okay, so make a notice of the incident, time, the date, along with the receipt, if any. Usually the receipt that the refund, or just write down the amount, the time of day, and no one will be blamed. Okay, enough said about that. Okay, so this section is going to be about cashier job duties. As a lead cashier on the register, you have several responsibilities. The cashier is the person that people first are introduced to. Greeting customers in a friendly manner with a friendly tone of voice as soon as they enter the building. Always smile, even if you don't feel like smiling. Be polite and pleasant at all times. Looking pleasant with a fresh facial appearance, with well-groomed hair and nails. Maintaining coffee supply. Another duty. Keep adequate supply of brewed coffee, and always keep brew times documented accurately. So you're responsible for making sure we don't run out of coffee. The coffee machine is right behind the register, so you want to frequently turn around and check the levels of your coffee supply. As we get low, you want to brew more. Easy, but oftentimes it gets forgotten. So make a note of that. Another duty is keeping the pastry case full, labeled, and organized. So the pastry case is right next to the register. It's your responsibility to make sure that the trays are put back in place, that are pushed forward, the labels are properly attached, that the glass is clean, and that we indicate to the baker, whoever's in charge of baking that day, that we communicate when the scuffin supply is getting low, so we can put more scuffins in the oven before we run out. Also, keeping the front register counter area, that means don't leave cups lying around everywhere. Keep the general appearance of it